And welcome to the Destiny Nerds podcast, episode 22, or 22, which is what Maddox wears. Welcome, everyone, to the podcast.
Already.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, sorry we missed a week, but we're here, and we're pumped for anyone that's watching on watching this live. You're awesome. If you're listening to this a week from now, we love you. If you're listening to this years from now, we're super pumped that you're here. My name is Bearded Luke, and I'm hanging out with some awesome people tonight. First, as always, Maddox. What's up, bro?
What's up, brother? Welcome back from your vacation. We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back.
I've been
Sorry
chilling.
again. We were both busy as hell last weekend. We had to skip a weekend.
We were so
but yeah.
busy watching the Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather fight in my Discord.
Oh goodness. No, but yeah, we're back and we have a great guest tonight. I'm excited to talk.
Awesome. Havoc, what's up, bro? We hear you're feeling a little bit down in the dumps, but we're pumped that you're here.
A little bit.
He is literally in bed right now, but doing the podcast. That's commitment.
Excellent. You love to see it.
Damn.
Gotta set an example, right?
Yes. Straight commitment. Well, how you doing, Havoc? You did anything fun this week other than
Not really. I mean, I think I played Destiny like maybe once or twice this week. Didn't get Vex though.
You gotta bump those numbers up.
Yeah, right. But yes, still the Vex is still eluding me, so
Dang.
better luck next week.
Better luck next week.
Yeah, bro.
And then we have an awesome partner streamer guest tonight, but I'm gonna let Maddox introduce her because they're like homies IRL and in the same clan. And it's
Not IRL.
Well,
yeah.
This
Might as well
counts.
be.
We all see each other's face. This is
Yeah.
officially IRL.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
This is real life, I think, unless this isn't real. Unless you guys are like
Yeah?
fake.
This is all
friends.
just a
No, we're fake
simulation.
friends. I actually don't like him at all. Yeah, I just
I would
pretend.
believe that. No, I'm kidding.
No.
No, but this week we have a wonderful person. She is in my clan. We are really good friends. We play a lot together, and we have verysmolhat, also known as Sarah. Welcome to the podcast. We appreciate you joining.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
We'd love to hear you. Just tell anyone that's listening where we can find you, what you do, what your middle name is, anything like that. So
Yeah, social security number, all the details. Yeah.
last 3 digits on the back type stuff.
Yeah, the security code on your credit card.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm very small hat. Hat so small you can't even see it. In case anyone asks. Or Sarah, I stream Destiny 2 on Twitch, and I mainly play PvP, scrims, trials, just sixes, whatever. Started branching out recently into GMs and raids as well. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm actually pretty new to the Destiny world. I only started playing about 3 years ago. Never played D1. It's like my first person shooter. I just got into it. My ex built me a PC. We started gaming together, and that's kind of the rest was history. So I started
Nice.
streaming exactly 1 year ago today.
Yeah, today is our 1 year
So-
Twitch anniversary. That's
Today is
awesome.
my 1 year Twitch
Congrats,
anniversary. I very
congrats.
impulsively and spontaneously decided to start streaming. And I went to Best Buy. I got their very last webcam because apparently COVID just made everybody want to get a webcam.
Or
Yeah.
any type of electronics.
Well, like
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
like the 4K, the Elgato, like the thing.
Oh, good luck.
You know what I'm talking
finding
about?
one of those.
It was like gold. It was like thousands
Let's
of
not even
dollars.
talk about
Or even a
graphics
cam
cards.
link.
That's what I mean.
Dude,
Cam links. Cam links were like
oh, no.
$600. That's like $100 thing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good old COVID.
Absolutely
Good
not.
times. Best time of
Same.
my life.
Well, you
Yeah.
mentioned so you rather new to the Destiny community, but you didn't play D1, is that correct?
No, so I never played D1. I did not game much before Destiny 2.
Yeah.
I started dabbling in video games as a whole maybe like a year before I started, maybe 2 years before I started playing Destiny. But
What
yeah,
are
I
some of
never
the
played
things that
Destiny
you've
1.
played in the past?
I played Borderlands 2. I played Diablo 3, I think. These were all so long ago. Played Breath of the Wild. That was like the first game I really got into and like was really
Game is
addicted
so
to
good.
was Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that was a big
So
one.
good.
And then I played Path of Exile randomly. That was kind of like my first PC game. It's like a really difficult game to get into for somebody who
It
doesn't
is.
play
That's
games. Like,
that's one of the ones my buddy
very
plays,
complex.
and
Yeah,
it's very
the
odd.
builds are insane. What else did I play? I played like a couple other small games. Oh, I played Elder Scrolls Online quite a bit. Yeah, but nothing crazy. And then I started playing Destiny 2, and it's definitely, I have like over 2,500 hours in the game now. So
Nice. And you only
and-
played on PC, is that right? You haven't done like
Yes.
PS4 or anything like that? Cool.
no, only on PC. Yeah.
So, question, because D1 is beautiful.
It's the
Have you ever
bee's
thought about
knees.
going back? Maybe.
I don't actually have any consoles.
So you aren't able to is the problem.
Yeah, so my ex, last summer, I think he pulled out D1, and he kind of like quickly took me through it, but I never actually went back. And I was still so, well, I wouldn't say I was like still so new to Destiny, but I still had so much to improve on that I was like more focused on the skill aspect, because I pretty quickly found that I preferred PvP over PvE content. So for me, it wasn't really about going back and like enjoying the story yet. I'm just now, I would say starting to be like, okay, now I'm curious, like what happened in D1, like.
Yeah,
I
that
wanna
would
go
be an
back and
awesome
play it.
experience. That'd be
Yeah.
a great thing. Like when Destiny might be slowing down for
Yeah.
you, maybe invest
That'd be
in
some
that would-
content.
that'd be so much fun. Yeah, I would love to do that with you. PS4
Yeah.
though, it has to be PS4.
You
I
could
don't-
probably
can't
find a
Okay,
PS4
bet.
at a garage sale for like
Oh, I'm
50 bucks.
sure.
Probably.
Those things are
And
so
then Destiny's
easy
like
to find.
$5, so
Yeah.
I think
that's true.
is it still cost money? I thought it. Oh,
Oh,
no,
I'm-
it's only free for Destiny 2. I forgot.
yeah, I'm sure it's not very much PS4.
That would be
or whatever
fun.
it
Yeah.
costs.
Honestly, that'd be a lot of content to sink into, because like between
Yeah.
all the DLCs and
raids,
stuff. Oh my gosh. that'd be-
PvP stuff, that'd be so much fun.
I've
I
never
would
played
love
it. I've never played it from the very beginning all the way through the newest stuff at once. It was just like throughout the
Mm-hmm.
process of it coming out. So I can't imagine going into that blind. That'd be a really good
Totally.
way to see the story, because it definitely got better, because when it first came out, the story sucked.
Oh, it's
Well,
absolutely
it's
horrid.
It's so hard to just like go back and watch all of Bife's videos, or like, you know,
Right.
like it's just I get bored quickly because I don't have any context, you know, whereas when you're actually playing the game, it's you're immersed in it, right? Like that's why we love video games so much, like because you're playing the story, whereas when you just go back and like try and understand it without that context, it's definitely not as interesting. So
I think you would have a much better appreciation for one, Destiny 2, and just the brand and game in general if you were able to go back and see the greatness
Yeah.
that Destiny 1
Oh, yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be so much fun.
You know,
It would be
D1,
super cool.
you're not allowed to mantle. D2, there's mantling. So
Yeah, you
you'll
ain't
definitely
mantling in
appreciate-
D1.
Nope.
Yeah.
You hit a ledge, you're falling.
Yep.
You better
Yeah.
hope you have, and you ain't Icarus dashing either.
I watched a couple
Sorry.
friends that hadn't played D1 play it for the first time, and it was quite entertaining. So
That's awesome. I hope that's something you'll be able to do, because it's a great
Yeah.
experience, especially with how often you play Destiny 2 and how just much of appreciation you have for it. That'd be
Totally.
great.
Yeah.
You better thank us for giving that idea. So,
you're welcome.
well,
Shout
tell
out.
us about your Destiny 2 story. You said you started when. Give us like a timeline of when, if you can
it
remember
was
when you
season
started
of,
playing.
Season of the Drifter, actually, like right near the end, right before Menagerie came out, I think. So
Oh, beautiful. That was such a great time.
yeah. So pretty sure, yeah, because it was the same season Gambit was introduced, but it was like at the very tail end. I want to say that was only what 1 or 2 seasons after Double Primary Meta left.
I think that was Forsaken. Yes, that was Forsaken seasonal content. Because you had Black Armory, and then you had Gambit Prime, and then Opulence. Is that correct?
Yes, that sounds right. That sounds
Okay.
right.
So
Yeah, I
yeah, you
literally
came in.
just
You
looked
came
at
in
it
at a
the
good
other day.
time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was like the
I did.
turnaround.
Yeah, and I think that's why at the time my ex was like, you should, yeah, like the game's in a really good place. I think you're gonna love it. So I hopped on his account, and I remember playing around on his Warlock, and then I like really started to enjoy it. So he was like, "Hey, like let's make you an account," and then we built my PC. I want to say it was like a couple months later. We just kind of shared his PC for a while, and then a couple months later, I started playing, and then yeah, it wasn't until what's that, like a year and a half later that I started streaming. So
nice. And that was around what timeline was that when
When
you
I started
started
streaming?
streaming? Yeah. Was that Shadowkeep, or was it a little bit further out? Because Shadowkeep was just right after Opulence.
yeah, no, Shadowkeep
So
was
that could
the
have been-
year that was 2019. Shadowkeep was fall of 2019.
Right.
Yeah.
So you played
and then
through
I started
Shadow
streaming
Keep
last
and then
June.
cool, awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That I think Opulence. I think a lot of people refer to Opulence as one of the best PvP metas. So
Yeah.
you got to see just the best right off the start.
And that's like right
And
when
it just
I,
went
yeah, it's
downhill
like
ever
right when
since.
I know.
That's true.
Yeah, I got spoiled. I was so spoiled.
You did. That's
Yeah.
You
awesome.
didn't get to be in the, although that was after the double primary switch
I
up.
never experienced double
So
primary.
that was
yeah.
that was like a super interesting like little
Oof.
time frame. I
And
didn't mind it, but
being somebody that didn't know the game, I had no idea what anybody was talking about when they're like
Yeah.
double primary. Like I was like, what? Like, huh? Like guns? Like shoot?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just gonna stick with this auto rifle. Yeah. So
Cool.
come a long way.
Well, I'm assuming you like it now, and you said you've been diving into more PvE content here recently. Why is that?
Yeah. I think just with like PvP, the state of the sandbox currently.
Yeah.
I need more breaks and I need other things to enjoy. And so I started playing GMs last season and I started really enjoying those. And I was like, you know what? Let's go for a title. Like, why not? Like, it's good content. May as well switch it up a little bit. I have a lot of friends that were really wanting to do GMs with me. So we did that. So I did all the GMs and it was kind of a fun, different challenge.
It's a whole nother
for me.
experience. It is.
Yeah. So that was fun. So I got my Conqueror title. So we're planning on guilding that this season. And then like, yeah, and I was just getting so frustrated. Like I've been trying to get Unbroken for a couple seasons and comp is just, I just can't be bothered. I get so frustrated and end up quitting within like half an hour. Cause I just, like the state of the game just frustrates me a lot right now. So, yeah, I still play quite a bit of Trials on the weekends, but even sixes right now, since the stasis nerf, I think it's been better. But
I think I agree. It definitely has been a little bit more enjoyable to play PvP.
not more GLs.
Luke, you haven't had much chance to play PvP since the stasis nerf, has you?
I played
Luke or Havoc both?
I played a little bit. Well, it happened and then I went on vacation, so that's why I haven't.
Right, that's right.
I did play. Well, I can't even remember. I have played a good amount of PvP, only not like a bunch of trials. Played a bunch of comp just so I could get those stupid 4 wins in a row for the, because the only thing I do each season is get my gilded unbroken and I'm good. But one of those was 4 wins in a row, and it was incredibly more difficult than it should have been compared to past seasons.
Yep.
And they recently came out saying that the point system was messed up.
It was like
how you're like matching with the wrong people. I've noticed that because I went for the same thing. I get like 2 wins in a row, and then it's just like.
And the beginning of the season bonus wasn't working, and like all of that kind of stuff. So they came out on the 12th this week. Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, comp has always been in a weird thing, but I want to talk about the stasis nerfs. Your Destiny story is fantastic, and you came in at such a great time, and I'm so happy that like you enjoy playing it because we play together so often. So it's nice to have someone.
When our clan is so jaded. Our clan's so jaded.
It's awesome to have that.
I get it. I totally understand why. Yeah.
But the stasis nerfs, and I don't know. Now remind me, is PvP and PvE, are they separate yet? Has that been a thing? I don't know if Havoc can tell me anything about that. I'm not sure if that's been a thing because I know they talked about having separate sandboxes with PvE and PvP. I'm not sure if that's an actual thing yet or not.
It's already
Is it?
separated.
It is.
Yeah,
It's already separated. Okay.
Stasis is still very much the same in PvE. It's different in PvP, but that's going forward.
Awesome.
It's going to continue to be that way. Like,
yeah, I think they did apply some nerfs to PvE too, though. Because I think they were feeling
but
like it was a bit strong.
Well, yeah, I mean some
nothing
stuff.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's not like unusable. Or
There's still some people, on the Twitterverse being like, you got all you PvP shitters ruined my shurikens.
Well,
I'm not listening to them.
Oh, if you use shurikens in PvE, then whatever.
Freeze bees, by the way. Freeze bees.
That's a good name.
Honestly, don't know anyone that uses
it. It's a frisbee, but a freeze bee? Okay, sorry.
Smart.
Sure,
I don't know anyone that uses stasis in PvE. To be honest, you're at a disadvantage.
We had this conversation with Evan about it as well too. About
he
how
was
great
killing
stasis
it with
is
it.
He was, dude. He was talking about how stasis is really good in VoG.
Yeah.
Especially on the gatekeeper, being able to freeze the
Minotaurs.
Minotaurs
I just watched somebody yesterday
throw them
do
off.
that.
Yeah.
Freeze them, push them off.
The Minotaurs and just push them off. And a lot of the also with the stasis grenade launcher in the heavy slot, you can just throw it at their feet and it freezes them through their shield. And then you just run up against them and they just fall off the edge. It's funny, but PvP just definitely feels a lot more playable. And I think what was great, and I think one thing that really, really showcased that is Iron Banner.
I think is it still happening right now?
Yep, Iron Banner is
Till
still
Tuesday?
happening this week.
I might play tonight then. I haven't played any this week.
Iron Banner, if you ask me, showcased how definitely good PvP can be, and I want to talk about Iron Banner a little bit as well too. But it showed. I mean, you went to Iron Banner a month ago, and it was 6 stasis. It was just 6 stasis people, and no matter what subclass they're on, you get frozen on the corner just about every time.
Unless you're on my
this
team,
time,
because I don't.
Yeah.
I am 100% again. I've never used it in PvP like ever.
You're Middle Tree
Really?
Void Hunter.
Yeah,
I know what you are.
always Middle Tree Void Hunter. I never
I'm
take it
back
off.
to Spectral as well. Yeah.
It's strong, but it's so much better going into Iron Banner knowing that you don't have to get frozen every other thing, and it's great because you only get frozen if someone supers now, which is great. By that time, we already mercing the people, so they can't even freeze you. But I want to talk about Iron Banner because I've seen something on Twitter recently about how bad the loot system is, and I want to hear everyone's opinion because I don't see a problem with it. I don't know if you guys might have like what would be your improvements to Iron Banner loot system, whether that's improving end game, like each game you should be getting some type of drop, or how the tokens work, because we all know the token system is kind of outdated. So I want to hear your opinions on how you could possibly improve Iron Banner, the loot system. So this is a tough
Let's
question,
have Havoc
so-
go first, because Havoc hadn't got to talk much
I
yet.
think, yeah, I piggyback off what Maddox said. The token system is outdated. If memory serves me, in D1, you would just get the drop at the end screen.
So D1, the loot system was you had 4 specific bounties that gave you 4 specific things. You play, and then you get a loot drop at the end. Majority of the time, it wasn't 100%.
Yeah, it wasn't 100%.
But it definitely dropped more often than it does now.
Correct.
I would say that to add on to what I was saying about the loot system, and the Iron Banner specific drops are a bit lackluster when it comes to the percentages of them dropping. You still get regular Crucible drops, so you can still get the Frozen Orbit Shoddy, the Frozen Orbit Sniper, or the newest 180 hand cannon. Those things still drop, and it seems like those still drop way more
Yeah. and
frequently.
random drops. Yeah.
So when I'm playing Iron Banner, I don't want those drops. I'll go play quick play for those. I don't think that should even be in the loot pool. So go ahead, Havoc. I didn't mean to.
Oh no! I mean, like I said, I think the token system, just in general, is just outdated. I think they need to rework it.
How would you go about getting your loot then? Do you think it should be? Do you think you would just rework the token system, or?
Yeah, that's like you said, that's tough. Like, I have no idea how they could. Honestly, I'm sure someone out there can figure out the most optimized way of making everyone happy. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, it's right now I don't enjoy it, but I don't know how they could change it to make everyone happy.
Do you think it's not rewarding enough, or
Definitely, if you're comparing to D1, no, it's definitely not rewarding. If you're just comparing to how you get other drops in other modes that you play, I think they're very similar. I don't know. What do you think, Maddox? Like, you play more PvP than I do.
Yeah,
so like,
yeah, you are definitely more of a PvE player, so I understand that. But so my experience with Iron Banner is I hop in with 6 players and I go in and we 85-10 just about every single team.
Right.
So the bounties are a bit annoying because the way that I want to play doesn't suit the way that the bounties require you to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So-
they force you to use weapons that you don't normally use.
That too, yeah, but that's the quest in specific, just to kind of talk a little bit differently. The quest requires you to use the stuff that you get, as you go along. So if you need pulse rifle kills, you'll get a pulse rifle at the end of that quest step, or whatever it takes. But in my opinion, yes, the tokens are a bit meh. You get, I wouldn't say, it takes the average person maybe 2 to 4 hours to finish all 4 bounties. And by the end of that, you have 80 tokens. You get 400 by the time you're done playing, so the bounties to me are pointless. I think they should have replaced those bounties with farmable bounties that require maybe 5 tokens at the end of it. You can continue to play, because once I'm done with the bounties, I'm done with Iron Banner. I'm just done with it. There's no point to play with it after that.
Yeah.
If you give me the tokens are fine. I don't have a problem with the tokens.
So what you're saying is get repeatable bounties that just still reward you in tokens. It's basically
you can have maybe 2. So Trials has two bounties that you can do for the week, and then it has bounties, smaller bounties, and then it has repeatable bounties.
Yes, you're still getting your pinnacles.
So does everything else in this game, by the way. Vanguard, Crucible, and Gambit. Why can't Iron Banner be the same way? You get 2 weeklies that give you a random pinnacle drop. That way you finish those in the 4 hours that you play. Then you have smaller bounties that give you maybe 5 tokens. And you have repeatable bounties that give you 3 tokens. That way, if someone wants to sit there and farm tokens the whole time, boom. And then the biggest problem is repeatable loot. You go turn in those tokens. You turn in 800 tokens, and you maybe get 3 shotguns. You also turn those 800 tokens, you maybe get 7 bonds or 7 cloaks or whatever. I think, so just to sum up, repeatable loot is bullcrap, because 7 cloaks is the same as the first, as the 7th is. There's no difference.
Yeah, true.
I got ideas.
It's because you can, an arc cloak is the same as a solar cloak, in my opinion. I'm still using, I want powerful friends or radiant light, and that's only an arc. So I haven't changed my arc cloak in the past 3 years since that stuff has came out.
I got a thing. Here's my idea to change.
Yeah,
it.
I'd love to hear it. What are your thoughts?
So I don't necessarily think. So I'm thinking we keep tokens. All right, so
I'm agree with that.
all right,
Yeah,
so
the
hear
tokens are
me
fun.
out on this. So you can have the 4 weekly bounties or whatever. Those are all pinnacles, and then also have end game loot. Once you get each thing once, it pops up kind of like spoils, like at the end of a raid, whenever you can like pick each weapon and you can spend spoils on them. I think it'd be sweet, instead of leveling up a bar and you get like some random loot from tokens, you can use those tokens on a specific weapon or armor piece.
Okay,
and then,
I like that.
And then if you, so say you really want the hand cannon, you can just keep spamming the hand cannon. Then it makes it like a lot more worth your while to
Maybe
spend
it's like,
time afterwards once you've gotten your pinnacles and all that stuff done.
That's a great idea.
I think that.
And then there's still like an RNG component too. It's not like you're completely getting rid of RNG and it's all easy, because you're still, there's massive.
With the big brain ideas.
Dude, big brain ideas at Bungie on Twitter, baby. Let's go. That was huge.
Yeah, hire me.
I like that a lot. So to add on to what you just said, in a perfect world, because that was beautiful. That was exactly what I would go for. You unlock the hand cannon. Why can't I just keep on getting the hand cannon over and over and over and over again on the shotgun? With and make it cost materials. Make it cost maybe 20 legendary shards and 20 tokens and maybe 5,000 glimmer.
Yeah,
that's a pretty decent
something that makes the grind worth it. Just like when we can buy a Fatebringer at the end of VOG, it's because we spent a lot of time doing raids getting spoils, which takes time.
You get 1 extra drop at the end if you do a full raid. You get 20 spoils by the end of the time.
Yeah.
So you get 1 extra drop, by the way, like just to kind of compare the difference. So
I just think it would make it a big thing. So you'd be able to get loot at the end of a game. You'd be able to get loot from the bounties, and you'd be able to get loot by picking
targeted loot. That way you can get like what you're going for. So if you want the shotgun, and granted, there's a big perk pool on all these weapons, by the way. Just because you get 10 of them does not mean you're going to have the one that you want.
Yeah, exactly.
And you may be out of tokens. Guess what? Now you can go and repeat the bounties and get more tokens. Bam.
Because then they just make the bounties not like pinnacle bounties. They're now token bounties, like trials.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you go in and you get I think it's maybe 5 to 7 per win and 2 to 3 per loss or something like that. I wouldn't know, because I don't lose Iron Banner match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know. And
See,
it wouldn't be.
If you were invited to this summit thing, you should have just dropped this thing on them. Like,
Right.
Yeah. Listen.
I've been at all the summits. I was filming them. Just kidding. I'm on.
I don't know if you have anything to add to that, Sarah. What you might think, because you like you said, you're a PvP main where you do a lot of Iron Banner with your community and stuff like that. And I don't know if there's anything that maybe you guys might have spoke about what you think you can improve, or maybe you like the way it is. I'm not sure. What are
No,
your
I
thoughts?
love that idea. To be honest, I'm one of those people. I'm very accepting about the state of the game, and I think you're a lot like that too. Like, try not to complain about it too much. just because like there's only so much that's within your control, and I just try not to exude that kind of energy. But I think that's a great idea. I think there's a lot of potential for like improvements in Iron Banner because agreed, like we just mercy every game 6-stacking as a clan, and it takes me so long to finish all 3 characters, and the number of frickin' cloaks I just got today, like handing in all my tokens when I got one Reese Walker from 800 tokens today. One.
Yep.
One. And I was like, okay,
and it's
cool.
probably
That
dog
was,
food, isn't it?
oh, it was absolute dog shit. It was terrible. Like it was, I dismantled it right away. So I don't know. I
did my Titan last night. I turned in all 4 bounties. I did this in 2 hours because I actually focused on getting my stuff. And I said, don't you dare. Only person capping these zones are me. Okay? Nobody go,
And
we're not
you're
triple capping. Stop it.
And you're running around like you get 2 shots on him. I'll take the last shot.
And I'll take the kill because we're finishing this as soon as possible. I finished all the bounties in less than 2 hours.
That's impressive.
That's the fastest I've ever done it.
yeah.
So, because I actually paid attention instead of mercing everyone. And I did get a little head start with solo Iron Banner, which is a great thing, by the way.
Dude, it's the most fun. I
I
actually like playing that better than 6 stacks, to be honest.
Oh, wait, well, you do get that unfortunate matchmaking where you get in with just...
I've played a lot of really rough solo queues.
Absolute.
This
just
I must
brain
just get
dead
lucky.
people that don't know what they're doing. So
I'm playing against like the easy. I feel like I just got the game. It's Christmas and everyone's playing. And I've been playing for 7 years.
Oh yeah, no. This week it was me. I was the only one. I would be like, sitting at like a 1.8 at the end of the game, 2.0. My teammates are all like 0.8, 0.6, 0.4, 0.2.
right, and you're up at 25. They're like in the 10s.
And you're like,
yeah.
Yeah, and then the other team is like just rolling you. And you're like,
yeah.
Okay,
So another thing to add on. Another thing to add onto the loot system as well too, and this is one thing that I've seen a lot on Twitter as well too, is old Iron Banner ornaments. Why the F can we not get those anymore? And you guys know I'm talking about the samurai ones that were from Warmind.
Yep.
Before my
There's
time.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's the best Iron Banner set in the history of the world, except for D1. D1's Iron Banner sets were flawless. But why? Another thing. Why can't we play Iron Banner to get the old Iron Banner? And they give us Iron Banner weapons and the armor now, but that Iron Banner armor hasn't been available in like 3 years. It hasn't been. They've been bringing back random Iron Banner armor almost every single season. Why can't we get that anymore? Because I really want the Warlock helmet, but I can't ever get it because I didn't play Iron Banner back then, and I didn't get 700 kills on a hand cannon or whatever bullcrap that it took. Because those ornaments took requirements. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah, I remember the
Maybe
actual ornaments.
in
I never
Destiny 2, like,
did them because I didn't care,
Interesting.
but I remember that.
They actually required you to hit headshots with a sniper or something like that. I didn't.
Yeah.
Nobody sniped back then. Like it just was not a thing. So
Yeah.
get those. I mean, and maybe make it a random drop once you. Or make it an unlockable, or as time goes on, or just have all the Iron Banner weapons and armor. Like, why aren't all of them available? Maybe someone can get a. What was the old pulse rifle I used to wear? Claws of the Wolf. That
used to
pulse
love
rifle
that
used
pulse
to
rifle.
shred.
Yes, I had an auto
Full
called
auto
Wolf, and
high
it
cal
was
rounds with like outlaw or something
so
like that.
Spicy,
Oh,
yeah.
That I went legend in comp because of that pulse rifle. Like that
pulse
thing
rifle
was
was my favorite too.
beautiful. It was my bygones all over again. But no one does to see that anymore because it's not there.
Yeah.
So that'd be one thing is Iron Banner's it's here once a month. Why is it just not flooded with loot? The game population would skyrocket. People get to FOMO is a big thing in Destiny 2. You guys know that. Even Sarah hasn't played Destiny 1. FOMO is just a thing in playing this game because so many things are just unachievable anymore or unobtainable. So it's one thing I would add on to the Iron Banner is let me get all the old stuff that I missed out on. It's here once a
I also
month.
think it's frustrating when like they make trials loot so good the week of Iron Banner. Like, no, give us the shit loot this weekend because
Right.
like Iron Banner always decreases the player base, and like this weekend was rough, like with cheaters already. So like if they're but obviously people are gonna go play Iron Banner because they're like still farming for
Because it's more
respawner, or,
relaxed
like,
and it's actually I agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we can definitely. I would love to talk about trials as well too, because this weekend and the past weekend as well too. We all know that cheating is a thing. I just faced someone earlier today with 96% headshot ratio and 6 flawlesses this weekend. That just Sarah's cheater, by the way. If you guys are listening, she
Don't look at my
hacks. But I know Luke is a big Trials guy as well too. Havoc doesn't get much time to play it, or even care to. I don't think.
I don't touch it. Nope.
Havoc's a PvE guy.
We're gonna play Trials with him
Havoc,
whenever crossplay comes. Me and Maddox and Havoc are doing a card together.
we need to. 100%.
Love that.
Now, Sarah, you have something that you do that's special with Trials, and I think you know what I'm talking about. What is it? Every Saturday night you get with some friends, and you guys call yourself the Dream Team. How does that go? That sounds like a fun experience. I'd love to hear about it.
So we just started playing together like a couple months ago, and like it's me, Pika Peach, and Ill Strategy, and I met Pika through Scrim Queens, and then I met Strat through Horizon Friends. He's also in Horizon, and the three of us just get together and we play. Sometimes we have some bevies. It's honestly, I think it's kind of like, when we talk about enjoying the game and like Destiny is not dead, it's about more than just like taking the game really seriously. And I like to stream Dream Team because the three of us always have an incredible time together, and we just laugh and we have fun, and sometimes we go flawless, a lot of times we don't because I get too inebriated. But it's just kind of like reminding everybody and ourselves that the game can still be fun, whether even if there's frustrating aspects about it, like the cheaters or DMT or GLs or whatever it is, that weekend, that you can still have a good time if you're playing with your friends. So, because there's going to be issues in every game you play.
Absolutely, yeah.
And there's only so much that we have within our control. And if Trials is something that you don't enjoy, or the cheaters bother you too much, there's other things for you to play in Destiny. But there are ways to still make it a fun time with those. You can coexist with those things. It's still frustrating, and we're still going to provide feedback. And yes, I still get annoyed, but it's just like one of those things that like I'm less worried about going flawless, and we're just there to have a good time and enjoy the game mode. Because I do like the competitive aspect of Trials. I really enjoy the concept of Trials, and I can't wait till the cheater thing gets under control because I have full faith that it will someday. But yeah, we just hang out together, the three of us. It's not always Saturday nights. Today we actually played off stream, but we try to get together often and just hang out, the three of us, because it's always a nice time, and we've gotten really
awesome.
close. So yeah,
I agree with that. When it comes to enjoying the game mode, it's best with the homies. I recently I dived into Trials Health for a while and get to do it with some friends, but the other night I just sat down and played with some friends, and doesn't matter what happened, we still had a fun time. Played for 6 or 7 hours, and the whole time it was just a blast. Got 1 flawless out of it, failed 2 cards, and just who cares? It was just fun to hang out with some friends and play the game we all love. So
yeah,
can't wait till I get to do that with Luke and Havoc.
I love playing Trials with you, Maddox, but we don't get to play that much because
we don't, because you're on really late at night.
I play.
It's a console club, so
crossplay though. Crossplay trial. We're gonna get Havoc's first ever flawless. Let's go. That's gonna be a YouTube video.
For real, I'm ready. I'm prepared.
I'll just do it just to see Luke get aggravated.
I don't get as aggravated as I used to.
Oh goodness.
I can't. Maybe once we live in a house that's not my
You'll
in-laws.
look at my loadout and be like, "Why are you using that?" And you're gonna yell at me.
I will yell at you if you're using something stupid.
Double
I'm
primary.
really curious because, like, I mean, certain things are like more prevalent on PC than they are on console. Like DMT,
It's a completely different.
I've heard DMT is pretty like balanced on console. That's what I've heard lately. Like people are using it, but they say it's less oppressive.
Because it's like
Yeah, you don't see as many people on console using it now.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't think hipfire is very well on. I don't think
feels like
hipfire
this.
is very good for
But I'm
any
curious
gun
to see how
on
that's
controller.
gonna play in crossplay. Like, it's gonna be so.
I'm curious just how this game
All
in
the
general is
console
gonna play
players
in
gonna be like,
crossplay.
oh, these damn PC players with that oppressive
but
DMT.
We get
We'll
that
be like,
option of opting into it though. So unless
Yeah, that's a very, very big thing. Let's talk about that
Yeah,
for a second.
totally.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited for crossplay, and I
Me
think
too.
it's going to open up not only the Twitch world to a lot of different things, but it's just going to open up Destiny to so many different people. because I have a lot of people in my community that are just waiting for crossplay so they can play scrims, or they can jump in on trials help, or just play with us in general. And I mean, Havoc is PS5, and we don't even get to play with him because I don't have a PS5. Luke can. But it's just like
I don't have
the game is
PlayStation Plus.
There you go. The game is just going to change and for the better, in my opinion. I don't think there's going to be much.
It really increases the player base because, like, in reality, the PC player base isn't very big. So.
No, but
that is true.
Just what he said, like Twitch, like the people who do helps and carries, it just, you don't have to designate. Okay, we're doing PC helps or we're doing Xbox
Totally
helps.
that too.
Yeah.
Everybody.
You can just stay on your PC with all the frames.
All the frames.
It's going to be huge. I'm excited for it. I know I have a few people that I like I said, are waiting to hop in, you know, just a game with the homies and get to stop watching it and get to actually participate, you know. So I'm excited for that. When is that? That's Witch Queen, is that right? I mean, the beta rolled out recently. Did you guys participate?
No, I think it's next season. Next season is
the beta was
crossplay
only in strikes.
Strikes,
Yeah,
right?
I
Yeah,
played
so you
that.
get 3 strikes.
You had to like,
Season
there was an
15.
emblem, and you had to like opt into it or something. I didn't try it out. I heard that it was pretty good, and that people experienced some kind of like lag or glitchiness when they were like really close to other players, like or like during certain circumstances. Yeah, so I don't think it's perfectly optimized, but kind of nice that they're throwing out some betas.
But yeah,
and, like,
I think
letting us
they
try
did
it out.
confirm that season 15 is coming cross save.
Cool. That's awesome. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I just
Like
like
a good point though about the cheaters though. Like, I feel like a lot of console players are just gonna be like, no, fuck this. Like, I don't want to play trials
And just opt out. Yeah, and opt out of
PC players.
crossplay.
Like, this is shit. So.
Yeah, I agree. What have you experienced with Luke? You've been playing kind of both realms recently.
Yeah.
You've been on PC and
it's
recently
it's
dove into
definitely
PS5. So
it's funny when I've been playing just PS5. Every once in a while I play. I'm just playing Control or Rumble just to get. I was literally just getting my Valor up so that I could get my Unbroken. I haven't done anything like I think I did a little bit. I did one comp game and I didn't realize that on the PS5 you're supposed to like upgrade the version of Destiny you have. So I was playing it and I was like, why does this feel so terrible?
Oh God.
Version.
I was playing in 30 FPS. I'm like, this isn't any better. Is this really what 60 feels like? And
that's funny.
I'm like shooting the gun like poof, poof, like 30 is just I could not aim. Like it was like I was getting killed. These dudes were bagging me every time. And then I finally upgraded it. Now it's great. Although you can't play in 1440p, you can only play in 4K or 1080. So I'm playing stupid 1080p, which sounds like it's definitely a first world problems. But I think that I don't know. It's way easier, to be honest. I'm already on controller still on PC, but I do a good job on PC on controller. Being on the PS5, it feels just, I don't know. It's easy if you're just in control. I haven't done any trials or anything, so I don't know how that is. But I am getting sniped a lot more on PS5, which makes sense because everyone's using controllers.
Sniping's a lot easier. Yeah. I feel like what have you noticed the difference in metas when you're on PS5 compared
to? Dude, people use last word like it's no one's business. Like everybody's using last word.
I'm sure.
Last word
Yikes.
everywhere. But other than that, it's super different. People use a lot. I think it's because there's a way larger variety of players on PlayStation right now, where like there's like really talented players and then there's like really new players. So there's like people using everything, like auto rifles and pulse rifles and bows. And I haven't played it in like 2 weeks. I don't know how it felt over the past 2 weeks, like since the stasis changes. But before, I don't know. I was having a good time in there. Like I was in there. Like top fragging. I don't do that very often. I do that on every once in a while on PC, but I'm usually with you guys playing, so I'm not like I'm like in the middle because everybody's just I usually play with talented players, so I'm never like at the top. But whenever I was on there, I was like destroying everyone. I'm like, this is so fun. I want to keep playing. Not because I'm really good, honestly. I think it was just because there's a lot more people playing. Like once that gets pushed in, because it was PS4 and PS5 people in the player base, right? You playing with both of them, and I think it was a lot of PS4 players because there was a lot of very slow movement. It was like
interesting,
but that's how it's felt, I guess. I don't know. Havoc plays it a lot. I don't know if Havoc's playing any PvP on PS5, but
yeah, I noticed a difference. Oh yeah, I could tell someone who's doing the 30 frames just because they strafe back and forth, and you could just see them just like sludging along.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, yeah.
That's funny.
Unlike whenever I played in your tournament last week, Maddox, or whatever that was, dude, I was watching people their movement, like amp for instance, his movement, it's like he's on crack or something. It's so smooth looking.
It's
whenever
scary,
I watch Panda play, for instance, the movement that they have, it's like, I'm like, how are they doing that? It's because like they're, like you all are really good at these things, these mouses and keyboards, but
yeah,
These mouses and keyboard
how to use
things.
those.
that's funny. There's one other thing. Another thing I wanted to kind of just speak up about is you mentioned the tournament, and it was a charity tournament, and recently a charity tournament.
Cherries.
There has been GCX. GCX is coming up here very shortly.
It's happening right now. Well, the
I'm
charity.
talking about like the convention itself is very short, but so recently this past weekend, GCX event started all their big charity blocks, which is huge. You get to see a lot of the big streamers come together and raise a lot of money for charity. That was something that's
amazing.
like probably one of my biggest goals is to be a part of something like that.
Oh yeah,
And
there's
I
like
don't
right
know-
now. I'm looking up right now. There's 4,000 people watching it, and they're already at $2.7 million.
That's insane.
That's
It's just this weekend as well too. I think is whenever it started. It started
It started
up on,
today, Sunday.
I think, don't they
Really?
keep it going for a while?
Yeah, it goes from now until so Guardian Con it was supposed to be or GCX was supposed to be this past weekend, but it's happening. GCX is the 19th and the 20th. So I think that
They have a week. Or so.
this will go all the way until Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday.
Are you guys going?
No,
Did you guys
I
buy
am not.
tickets?
it's the
I am
digital.
not.
It's like the digital
Yeah, I know.
thing, right?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I have 2 weddings this weekend, and Carter, who's in chat, probably he's coming to Ohio this week. So we have
Nice.
2.
Love that for you.
We're filming 2 weddings this weekend. So I was like, I don't really want to spend $50 to like go to the digital thing for like a day. I think it's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, I was honestly just like, I feel like I haven't heard much about it, and like I don't really know like if they've got vendors, like how it works, and like
They
you had to
do,
apply
actually.
for a creator badge, and like
Yeah.
I didn't do that because I was like, I just didn't hear about it. So
There's gonna be like virtual booths and stuff like that. Advanced GG mentioned the other day that they have like a whole represented booth, and you can actually like redeem something for like free samples that get sent to you IRL.
That
So
makes
that's really
sense.
interesting.
I figured it
Oh,
would be like
that's crazy.
codes and stuff that you would get from
Yeah.
different events. Like, cause
Yeah,
there's a
that's kinda
Logitech
cool, though.
booth, and it's sick looking. I saw the like, whenever Kevin, one of the lead dudes, was like streaming what it looked like inside of the actual space station. It's insane. It's I feel like it's gonna be like as close to, like, it's not gonna feel like an actual conference because it's not actually a conference like in person, but it should feel as close as it can on like a digital. I'm excited to see how they do it, and he said you can stream it, so a lot of people are going to be streaming like themselves in
That's
there.
gonna be awesome. I'll have to watch
That's
that.
why, like,
that's
I
gonna
was-
be so
Yeah.
cool.
I was
part
tempted
of me
to
was
get it.
tempted, yeah, just to like, because I don't feel like I'm missing out.
That's how I am. I feel like I know I'm gonna
FOMO,
be
baby.
I know I'm gonna be missing out. I'm gonna be at the wedding on Friday, and
It's
everyone's
like
gonna
only
be like, oh,
$50.
it's so fun.
I'm like, maybe it's worth
Yeah.
it just to like go check it out.
Just to
Like
be a
even if
part of
I only
it.
spend an hour walking through it, just
Well,
admiring.
it's a
the
multiple
space
day
station.
event, isn't it? You have access
Yeah.
throughout the whole weekend.
Yeah, it's just like
as
the
well, too.
it's just like the in-person event. Like they have like different, so like like Destiny, like the Destiny Community Podcast. They're gonna be doing a live podcast at one of the booths, so you can go and you can sit in and watch it. And then like another thing,
cool.
like
That is so neat, bro. That's
stuff's
so cool.
gonna be happening. Like when I went last year or whatever, 2019, whenever it was. There's just stuff like Fireteam Chat. They did a live podcast during, like, you know how any conferences, there's like things happening in hour blocks. They're gonna be doing that exact same thing, just in this big space station in different locations.
Interesting.
Which is the technology behind it blows my mind. I don't understand
Yeah.
how
I think I want to go just to see it. Just to, like,
Literally
check it out and
just
see-
because of
yeah.
FOMO. You're like, you're scared something
like, maybe we
awesome is
should
gonna
get some clan
happen.
members together and just go like
Shit,
mess around.
I might.
Off
Now that I'm
stream.
getting hyped about it. That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, just to check it out. Like, yeah, and even if you're like after now, you're like, I'm kind of bored. Like, it's probably worth it just so that I don't feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm, like,
Yeah.
I'm
Gosh.
sitting here like I
You
don't
know
really
it.
know what to expect, but like, yeah, I did see like a little video of it, and I was like, that actually looks kind of cool. Like,
and
I don't know, I
everybody
think
will
it's
be
neat
on.
that they tried to find an alternative instead of just canceling. it
Yeah,
this
well,
year,
we all
so.
live in this
They obviously
weird
put a lot
world
of
that we
work
have
into
right
it,
now,
too.
and
It sucks though because
I,
it could have
um,
happened because right now literally everything's
It
open, again,
truly
especially
could've,
in
yeah.
Florida. Florida's super open, so it definitely could have
Yeah.
done it. But
I probably wouldn't have been able to come though. I'm in Canada. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the issue. It's like international travel and stuff. Like
that's a
the
huge
borders
thing
are
as well,
still
too,
closed,
yeah.
aren't they? Like we were supposed to film a wedding in
So,
Canada this year
yeah.
in Banff,
So you
and
can't
we
come
couldn't.
to Canada. I can technically go to the States. It's just like thousands and thousands of dollars because they make you stay in a
Yeah.
hotel when you return to Canada, and you have to stay in it for 3 days, and they book it for you, and usually it's like $800 a night. So they screw you over with a lot of costs
Yikes.
involved, and like you have to get a
Yikes.
lot of tests done, and like, yeah, I've looked into it because obviously like all my friends are in the States. So
Yeah.
yeah, but so I don't know. I think
I saw where some community members are still getting together in Florida. Have you guys seen that on
I did
Twitter?
see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
I remember.
talked
I
about it.
remember them announcing it like a few months ago, saying they wanted to plan something.
I think it wasn't
so.
it Clyde.
Yeah, Clyde said, "You know
Clyde,
what? F
Evan,
it.
Sweat, they're all
We're
having a little
going.
party.
We're going to
Dahlia.
Orlando."
and
Yeah.
I think Dahlia was also a big part of it.
Actually, I think he talked about it when we had him as a guest. Clyde.
We talked
He
about it
mentioned, and
after
so
the
did,
stream.
so did Evan. Yeah, Evan mentioned about it that weekend as well too, and that just sounds so cool, man. Like imagine just rolling up, what's up, Clyde? Dap him up, drink a beer with him. Like that's the vibe I expect from like a GCX as well too. You get to see all
I
these
can't
people that
wait.
you. I'm going to the in-person one whenever it comes out.
Oh,
back
me too,
again.
100%.
There's
Can't wait.
absolutely no way I'm missing it. I wanted to go to the one that was canceled. It got canceled
Yeah,
completely.
that
Is
was
right?
the one that was supposed to be last weekend.
Last year. Oh, there was also
Right.
last year's got canceled too.
Yeah, last year's got canceled. This year, yeah, because right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah,
wrong?
you're
So
right.
2020
Yeah,
got
last
canceled.
year's was canceled,
Yeah.
and then they were supposed to
Yeah.
have
And then they
this.
rolled
This
around-
year's was going to be
right,
the
okay.
in-person one again, but they also canceled this year's in-person.
They
one.
changed it to the virtual one. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
so I
then
was
next
supposed to go to
year's
the one.
Yeah, I don't know when next year's is, but if it's
I was
going
gonna
to
go to the one last year that got canceled, and I didn't know half the people that I do now. If a third, a tenth, whoever the hell they were. So I'm so much more excited to go to it, and so much like excited to and okay spending the money, like the travel money and hotel and stuff like that. And it's gonna be to me so much more worth it because I get to see all the friends that I made up to now and up until next year. Who knows where any of us will be in our content creation years, whether we're best friends with Clyde or Glad and anything like that, and get to, I don't know, like it's just life's gonna be so different then. And I'm just so excited to go to I've never been to a gaming convention either. We talk about this just about every
haven't either.
podcast. And
They're
I'm so excited. That's what kind of makes me want to go to this one. But then I want my first ever convention to be like that in-person one, and get to wear, Destiny merch or whatever, and just be a freaking nerd for the weekend.
Yeah.
When I went to 2019 one. You had a lot more fun with the nightlife than the actual convention. I'll say
That's what I've been told. A lot of people say you have to have the full experience. You need to stay in the hotel that they offer.
Yeah,
and because then you just see
everybody
people like Dado walking
one
around,
area,
and just
like Dr.
That's
Luke
just-
stole my
yeah.
phone. Just saying.
yeah, bro.
So,
You still have the phone?
Yeah, bro.
well,
Did you
he
encase
just,
it?
No, he just came up behind me, saw my phone next to me, grabbed my phone, and took 3 random selfies and just handed it to me and walked away.
All right, that's
Oh.
cool. See, I hope that we all see each other virtually here, and we don't get to see each other. Like when I met Luke, I swear to God, it felt like I was meeting a celebrity.
Yeah, right.
I've never seen this man. I've known him for a whole year. Never seen him in real life. But when I rolled up to his place in Ohio, I was like, oh my God, this is the guy that I've been friends with for the past year. And now that feeling is just awesome because now I just think we're better friends because of that. And
You ever
now
wonder
that,
what people are gonna say to you the first time they meet you? I have a couple theories.
yeah, Luke had some questionable words to say to me.
The first time I saw you,
We can't say it on stream though.
the second I saw
goodness.
you, yeah.
Good
I love
but
that.
just that time you get to see those content creators that you've been watching for years now,
Yeah.
and buy them a drink or hang out with them, have a drink with them, take a picture with them. I just cannot wait for that experience because I was again supposed to experience it this year or last year, and now I'm just like, okay, next year it better freaking happen because I'm ready.
Dude,
Yeah.
I hope it happens, but I hope it's not the dates that they have set right now. Because if
Oh,
it,
yeah,
if
'cause
it
you have
is,
weddings.
I have a freaking wedding on the day on the 11th.
Pain.
Tell them no.
I literally might, and I don't want to do this, but I might I might contract it to someone else and just pretend that I do that all the time. So hopefully Cindy Woodford, if you're watching, listening to this, please. This is
Not a name.
I really might just like send my team to that, and I'll just go to, because I'm gonna literally have to delete every app on my phone that has anything to do with social, because I will die of FOMO that
If
weekend.
there's one thing I know about Luke, it's he hates being left out of things that he knows.
I
he
need
can
to know
get
what's going on at all times.
Right.
And I need to be a part of it, or else I hate everything. So that's a bad trait, but especially that weekend, if I'm
man.
seeing like, oh, we're having the best summer lives, blah, 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 I'm going to be like, I'm done. I'm
all
leaving.
the pictures and
I'm
everything.
done. I'm
Oh,
retiring.
man, Luke would go crazy.
That does feel terrible.
I'll do my own
sounds
Guardian
terrible.
Con by
There you go.
myself in my in-laws
I'd show up.
basement.
Have your own little booth out, Luke.
The Destiny Nerds booth.
Doing an IRL podcast. Oh,
DC will come visit me.
There you go. Allie will be on the treadmill behind you. There
She'll
you go.
be back
Yeah.
there running. DC
Maybe
will be here.
somebody
Doc
FaceTime
will
you
be
in
here.
or something. I don't know.
Oh goodness, that's so funny.
I'll just fly in there, and I'll stay there Wednesday through Friday, and then I'll just fly back Friday
Easy.
night to go shoot the
There you
wedding
go.
Saturday. I might have a heart attack from anxiety thinking that I might miss the wedding, but it'll be fun.
Oh, that's funny, man. I'm just excited. We all know each other virtually, and we're all great friends. And yeah, we start to know each other with personal life, but just getting to meet each other for the first time and get rid of all this nonsense the world's been going through.
Yeah,
I
can't wait.
I cannot
It's gonna feel
wait
so good.
for that moment. And
I'm gonna cry.
I mean,
I'm gonna cry so much. I'm gonna cry every single person I meet. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I'm
just
sure
bawl
you're
my
gonna-
fucking eyes out because I'm so happy. Like my eyes are just gonna be
Oh,
swollen and
goodness.
red for every picture from that week, and they'll be like, "Sarah, were you sick? Do you have allergies?" No,
You
no.
have to
I
go
was
and
just- I was just
edit all
really
your pictures.
happy. Yeah, I was really happy.
That's funny. Luke got to meet Luke apparently egoed
Yeah.
Havoc.
I did.
I didn't want to bring it up.
Oh no.
I didn't. So my first experience. So this is going to be the second one. Will be twice as good as the first one because I went before I even streamed. So I went to Guardian Con. It was called Guardian Con at the time, and I went with my buddy. And like I didn't know anyone or anything about anything. Like I did not know one person there. Like I saw Clyde, and I was like, "Who the frick is this dude?" He was like walking around all buff with all these people watching it, like hanging out with him. Like this dude has his name on his shirt. And then I saw Glad. I kind of knew who Glad
What an
was.
ego, bro. Come on.
It's
oh my
funny.
God.
I told him that too, and then I realized it was from. I like was on Twitter at night, like trying to figure out who the heck all these people were, and then Glad was like standing next to me, and I'm like, who the freak is this guy? There's a line of people next to him, like he's just this random dude. And then the only people I knew were I knew T-Rex, I knew Fran, I knew the guys from Fireteam Chat, and I knew Goth and Broman because that's like the main people I watched. I just had started watching Twitch probably like 3 months before that. And when I was at Guardian Con, that's when I decided to start streaming. So I started streaming like 2 weeks after that. So I didn't really talk to anyone. I didn't go do stuff at night. My one buddy who came with me, he's really cool, but we kind of just hung out in the room by ourselves. I didn't know anyone, and I was kind of like, I mean, I'm an extrovert when I want to be, but I wasn't feeling it. I was like leaving the room every once in a while because I wanted to. Literally, I would leave, be like, I'm gonna go get a drink, and I'd go get like a Coke or something, and I was literally just walking around looking to see if I could see someone. And like Dado, I saw Dado once
People
walk
watching,
by.
yeah.
Yeah, we ate lunch next to Goth. I went and talked because the guys would like Goth and all them would go in the lobby, and you could talk to them and take pictures with them. Like they would be in there every night. So I went down there to talk to them and take pictures, kind of like they were Mickey
Dude,
Mouse.
that's
It was
so
like
cool.
It's like they're Mickey Mouse or something. I'm waiting in line. I'm like, hey, how's it going?
Can I have a hug?
Can I get your autograph in my autograph book?
Dude, I can't imagine people like doing that, like wanting to just like, yeah. I just can't even imagine. That
It's-
would just be weird.
It's funny because like
It would feel weird.
any random person who's like walks in, just some like say my mom and dad walk into this hotel and there's like these two nerds sitting there, but they're like some of the most famous people on the internet.
Right,
They're
they're
like,
like
what are
people
these
that we,
people
like,
waiting in
look up
line
to.
for? Like, who is this
Yeah.
bald dude and this dude with a Hawaiian shirt on? Why does someone want to talk to them? But it's like a whole
nobody.
it's a whole different
Oh,
world.
man.
So now I want to go back because just the same like you guys said, I've made all these friends on the internet that I would love to like meet in person and give a hug to and talk and like it'd be so much
Right.
more fun to like hang out at night and hang out in between booth things, and like even us eventually have a Destiny Nerds booth at GCX. I think that'd be amazing if this grew big enough.
Fantastic.
If we could have our
Yeah.
own booth there, so people could come hang out and we could talk to them and have guests that have been on come meet us there, and we can talk to them in person. Maybe do like
That'd be
a live
awesome.
one. I really want us to get there. We just gotta get our
Clyde
numbers
has to
up.
come to us. We don't have to go to Clyde.
So everyone keep
we
watching.
don't ask people to be our guests; they ask us. Oh my goodness, dude, that'd be awesome. I would absolutely love that. We have our own merch and everything. That'd be awesome.
One day.
The future, bro.
People
the
are
future's
are
coming.
listening. People listen and watch. So hopefully it keeps happening.
Yeah,
we're thankful for
appreciate
all of
everyone.
you. Seriously,
Absolutely.
we're so thankful. We're so thankful for everyone that listens and watches it. It means the world, because we're just a bunch of Destiny nerds, honestly, just that love this game. Like Sarah said, where me and Havoc and Maddox are very optimistic, honestly, about this game in a lot of ways.
Oh, absolutely.
Where it's like, even
Yeah.
when it sucks, I'm still playing this game. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm happy
I
that
think-
it's a thing.
I think it's awesome. I think just about everyone we've had on here agrees with what Sarah said, that we just appreciate this game so much, and we play with it with our friends, and that's what makes our days better and stuff like that. And no matter all the nonsense we have to go through and this shit we deal with on the personal level, it's just so much better to sit down and game with the homies,
Yeah.
no matter what
Honestly,
you're going through.
Destiny 2 changed my life. And I know that sounds so dramatic.
It's crazy, but it's true.
truly changed
Yes.
my life. I would not have started streaming if I didn't play this game. It's insane. Like my life has changed so much in the last year. But like without Destiny 2, like I wouldn't have met anybody, and like all of my friends now are in the Destiny 2 community. Like this is Destiny 2
or
is my
branching
life.
out to other things, but that's just awesome, man. That feeling that you know that you made a friend with someone because over a video game that eventually
Yeah.
will just be at your wedding one day, maybe, who knows. Like I plan to have
I better be
some
in your
homies that I've
wedding.
gamed with. Oh, you're gonna be filming it, so don't worry
No,
about it. You're
I don't
fine.
want to film it. I want to be in it. I will not be
No,
filming that.
I've
Yeah.
even met a few people from the clan. I met Gavin Liv recently, and it's a surreal experience to meet the people you've been gaming with for the past year, 2
Totally.
years, 3 years, whatever it was. And dude, GCX is literally just the epitome of where you get to meet all your friends.
Did you say?
Well, and
Especially-
I think these friends that go like further than that too. Like these are lifelong friends. Like it's
Agreed.
not just the video game. Like once we stop playing this video game, or if it does die or whatever, like I know that all these people are still going to be huge parts of my life. Like it's not, yeah. So
I agree.
yeah.
Did you
Havoc's
say-
just laying in bed?
Did you say, Maddox? Did you say clan? Did you say clan? If anyone out there is an encore,
We're doing our
let me
weekly
in.
thing where Luke is trying to plead. Here we go.
Let me in.
All right, Luke.
our
Let
weekly
me in.
special, our weekly segment of Luke trying to find a clan?
I
I'm an
will
encore.
only will be asked to be in the clans.
Yeah, there you go. Sarah's in Cammy's and Encore.
Yeah.
Put in a good word for him.
I have asked every person in there to give me good words, so just everyone keep putting good word in for me.
I think you just get approached. Same thing with bad camis though. You just get approached.
You do. Actually get pulled into a Discord no matter what you have to say, and we just ask you to join.
Yeah, we like peer pressure you. That's
You
what
must
we did
join.
with Matt. Yeah.
I would say no because
yeah.
Maddox is in it. I am not in clans with bald people.
Oh,
no.
my God, you did not say that.
Oh no.
You're half bald, so it's fine.
Hey, it's just because my hair is thin doesn't mean I'm half bald. We're all half
Oh,
bald.
man.
We don't have
I
hair
don't
on
know
our
if-
on the front of our face. This is all
That's
bald.
true. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to speak about, Sarah. If there's anything, maybe you have something coming up. I don't know if you have any projects that you're working on or anything you want to announce. I'm a big fan of announcements. if people
Maddox
haven't
is the
realized
announcement
that.
king.
I am not in announcement culture. I'm not.
Oh, I
but,
love it.
I
love-
it just because that's just not. I'm chilling. I like. Yeah.
This man
I'm
announces his haircuts. This is how announcing
it.
Maddox.
I love it.
Hey, gets me a lot of Twitter
Sam's
interactions.
just always
Oh
you're
my
always
gosh.
excited about something, and I love that. So.
You guys heard it here first.
Awesome.
Maddox is only doing announcements for Twitter interactions.
Yeah, you must interact.
You've been
I'm upset.
It's okay. I just taught Sam how to use Twitter analytics, so that'll be cool.
Well, I've looked at it before, but I just never really like dove
okay,
into
okay.
2 years ago when I was like Mr. 100 followers just starting.
A lot
It
of
was very
potential
weird to
there.
see. But
Yeah.
Havoc, I don't know if there's anything you might want to mention or anything you got coming up, my friend.
Nothing really to announce, really. I mean, summer's usually pretty slow for me, so nothing really to announce. Sorry that I can't fulfill your need of announcing.
You're
something
fine,
for you.
man.
Announcements.
I
know-
just
I know
feel
you- I
I
know
feel
you're-
so bad that you feel so sick right now. It sucks. I hope
No, I'll be all right.
you feel better,
I'll be better.
Mr. Luke.
Can you please announce when you do feel better? Like,
Yes, please announce
Yes.
it. Make sure
Please make a big announcement.
go live with announcement. Big
Yeah, yeah,
announcement.
yeah.
Everybody in because I want those
a
clips.
return stream. Do like a big, massive
There you
return
go.
stream. I feel better.
Those work.
Yeah.
Those work.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just laughing at it because it's so funny. I just like to hype shit up, man.
I love that you just called yourself out.
I like
for
to
that.
hype shit up, man. That's all.
No, I love that for you.
I have an
If
announcement.
Luke had an announcement, I'd hype it up. Luke
Dude,
has an announcement
I
coming
actually
out.
do have an announcement on
You
Tuesday.
actually do have a freaking
Oh, hell
announcement.
yeah.
I have an announcement on Tuesday, and if you're listening to the end, I'm not going to say what it is, but I will give you a hint. They happen to be in the chat right now, and if you're listening to this, you have literally no clue. So you'll also have to wait till Tuesday. But Tuesday,
I know
have
exactly what it is.
I have a big announcement on Tuesday, what I'm very excited about.
Exactly.
So
Awesome.
I'm gonna
And
announce
we always
it.
like to,
it's gonna be cool and stuff, you know.
cool and stuff. He's gonna have a nice little.
Also, I'm gonna
video about it.
stream. I'm gonna stream Monday and Tuesday this week, no matter what.
All right,
You feel
you're
me?
just
Oh,
sick.
you stream, Luke?
I think Luke is the sick one now. He's actually gonna stream.
Bruh, I streamed once last week, and it was like the most lit thing I had like
I know.
500 viewers. It's like, okay, I guess I should do this again.
You love it.
Aw.
I like to be I've crowned myself the king of raids, so I stream like at the perfect time when everyone's getting off the internet, and for whatever stinking reason they're like, I'll pick this guy, and I'll get like 15 raids every night. It's been happening my whole career. It's not really that good because you don't retain any of the
Dude,
people,
I
but
still remember the day where I bet his best friend Doc. I said, Doc, I bet you have 5 gifted subs that Luke gets a raid over like 50 tonight. Not even an hour later, Sweatsickle comes in with like 1,600 people.
that was
I was
the
like,
day
Doc,
after.
pay up, bro.
That was the day. Yeah, that
Oh,
was the
man.
day. That was the day after Glad rated me. It was like a
literally
3-day thing.
back-to-back streams.
Oh,
No, it was-
damn.
The good old
That was
days.
the most lit moment ever.
Love that for
I'm
you.
gonna be streaming more. I promise. I literally am sitting on 9 weddings that I have to edit. So like,
Yeah, it's peak season.
it's very busy. Yeah, I'm very
Animatics
busy.
montage. I'm just kidding.
And a Maddox montage that he found a song for today. So I have to figure out it.
After
At least
2
whenever
months.
I edit that for you, it'll actually get used because I've edited several montages for several
Oh,
people
dude,
that
absolutely.
never got used for whatever reason. So I'm pumped for yours to get used because
Heck
it's
yeah.
gonna be dope.
Movie of the week, baby.
Anyways,
I'm
yeah,
just kidding.
that's
Probably not.
it will maybe probably not. You suck.
Awesome.
You're horrible.
Well,
Just kidding.
Sarah, we appreciate you joining.
Yeah,
and
thanks
thank
for
you for
joining
being
us.
such an awesome person. And
Yeah, it was a great time.
Havoc, I hope you feel better. And Luke, I can't wait for your stream on tomorrow. So, all I'm saying.
It's gonna be
Tuesday.
good times and stuff, and stuff. You know,
Things.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Every announcement is. That's good things.
It's an
stuff
announcement,
and
baby.
things.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it's
Tu-
an announcement.
tom-
Always a good time.
Tuesday, big time announcement, huge, massive, never been announced,
You should
huge.
Tell your friends.
I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
be famous on Tuesday.
It's not Encore though. He just told us that. It's not.
It's not Encore. I am.
It's not a new clan.
I'm open to join clans, but you have to come to me, and you must.
I don't think
Be
anyone's
huge.
been more open about joining a clan than Luke.
See, I was like when I didn't have a clan, I was between clans right before Ban Camis. I was like, oh, please stop asking me to join your clans.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I don't have
Yeah,
that
that
problem. No one asks
I got
me.
emails. I got business emails. Like
You've been
business
denied
style
by
emails.
Garrison, denied by obtained. What? Who else have you asked since we started this?
Dude, I don't remember.
Oh God.
Wait, I asked.
Aw.
There's another big one.
I don't
Let's
know.
pick this guy
I
up.
don't know if they were like denying me. It was more like an awkward
Well, are
He
moment.
you-
didn't.
They didn't say no.
Oh.
What did Havoc just say?
He said, "Well, are you in the clan?"
Maybe.
It's like,
Maybe-
applying
Denied.
it's like applying for a job and you go in for the interview, but you don't get the call back. I mean, you didn't
They
get a
didn't
call
say
back.
no.
I just put people on the spot awkwardly. Like, hey, you're a guest on our podcast. Can I be in your clan?
After we get done like asking them personal
I know
information, he
nothing
just comes
about
up
you.
with-
You know nothing about
Yeah.
me. Never played together. Can I be in your clan?
Yeah, I only got you here for my own
Easy.
self-serving reasons. I just
Yep.
need a clan. Yeah.
We're holding this over you now.
I love
That's
that.
fine. I'm gonna start my own clan. Just kidding.
Do it.
I don't want to.
Do it.
The Bearded Boys.
Yeah.
Was that your tournament name?
Yeah, the bearded boys. I play with anyone with beards except for me.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's perfect. Hell yeah. Well,
All
should
right.
we
Yeah.
do that? Make it to the end of the stream. Should we announce who we get to have next week?
Yes. Next week's guest.
We get to have our homie Mr. Teddy Games. If you guys don't know who
Hell
Teddy
yeah, we love Teddy.
is, we are very excited to have him on there. So that's your treat. If you listen to the end of it, that's your treat. You get to hear who we have on the next podcast. So
Yep. And you don't get to see it on
But-
Twitter until I do the graphic very late.
yes, please, God, by Thursday. That's all I ask. I had to do it this week, and my whole thing is all I did was I took one of the templates. I think it was like Amphi's template.
Yeah.
And I took it into Paint 3D.
Wait, you didn't even use Photoshop? I
No, I
gave
don't
you
have
I
Photoshop.
gave you the PSD. Oh my gosh.
I
You
took it
did that
into
in
Paint
Paint?
3D, and I
That's hilarious.
erased his thing, and
Bro.
I inserted a picture.
You need to
of
get
Sarah.
Photoshop so that I don't have to do that.
It
on
took like 3
vacation.
seconds, bro. I'm good. It looked fine. You didn't even know.
I knew I could tell.
Yikes.
I did it in like 5 minutes and posted. Bang.
Boom.
Done. Easy.
Yeah.
Go on my day. But
Sweet. Well,
Sarah,
thanks for joining
we truly
us.
appreciate you joining. Havoc, I hope you feel better.
Same.
And Sarah, once again, just let the people know that are listening, that are watching live, where they can find you. And again, just what you do and what they can do and all that good stuff. And what's your middle name? Because you didn't answer that earlier.
My middle name is Lynn.
There you go. There, you heard it here first. Chat.
Sarah Lynn. It's top secret information. Just only heard on this podcast
One
exclusively.
one time only.
You heard it here first.
Twitch.tv/verysmolhat. And Twitter, verysmolhat. Same thing. Very active on my Twitter. Yeah.
Good,
Just be good people, Play Destiny 2. It's a great game. Also, make sure you're following the Destiny nerds because they're cool peeps.
yes, hit
Thank
that
you.
follow button or we will clip your toenails. You don't want that. to
Really
happen, so-
small,
Yeah.
like where
really
it hurts.
short, so it
Like into the
hurts, yeah.
quick, where like
So,
you're
it's
concerned about.
almost starts to bleed. Yeah.
You're like concerned about an ingrown toenail within the next few weeks. So
Ooh, yeah, that's
not
rough.
good
You don't want that.
circumstances.
Or we'll delete all
No.
your characters.
That's rough
Ooh.
too. Yeah, I have to go through the stasis quest again.
Oh, I've been through the pain. The
Yeah.
pain, the pain, the
Yeah, you don't
pain.
want
To
that.
do the Red
Definitely
War
just follow.
campaign again.
Not a bad idea. Get to see Cade die again.
Dude,
Oh, I just
spoiler.
did that recently. That was actually content. He should have just
Oh.
froze them.
Yeah, the whole
should've just
pain where
thrown a
you
shuriken.
restarted a character and you have to do the taken. You have to do the stasis quest, then you have to do the tangled shore just to get access to go buy glimmer.
Yep, that's what I have to do.
If you want to know pain, that's pain.
Pain.
And because it's like a two-step. It's a two-step story mission. So like you don't just run through one story mission. You have to go through 2 separate story missions just to buy glimmer, and it's painful.
Remember,
Yep.
I know we're at the end of this, but do you remember during well, you probably don't remember, Sarah, but the beginning of Destiny 2 when the whole entire beginning of the whole campaign, you didn't have a sparrow?
Yep.
Do you remember that?
She didn't
Yep.
play original.
Oh,
She didn't.
Oh,
wait.
like yeah, like the beginning mission where you're like walking really slow.
This was
and
the
then, like-
entire like from the beginning, like the whole Red War campaign.
just-
no sparrow
Oh.
the whole entire time.
I don't remember doing the.
Why do I not remember that?
You don't remember that, Maddox? After you
Uh-uh.
did your first character, you could transfer the sparrow over for your other ones, but
And see,
first
I
character,
wouldn't know because like I had no context. So for me, it was like, what's a sparrow? So
true, you didn't even know how to pull it out.
True.
yeah, I was like, I don't know.
She was spoiled with Menagerie right off the bat. So
That's true. I was.
She had
yeah.
the
yeah.
belo-
Hashtag
the
bring
beloved.
Menagerie
That's not the-
back.
That set the
Bring it
bar
back.
really high.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
Sweet. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening to episode 22 of the Destiny Nerds. I'll do this for you, Havoc, since I'll do your ending thing. If you're cool with it. If you want to listen to this podcast or watch it after, if you're not here live, you can listen to it anywhere podcasts are used, like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever. You can also watch this VOD on our YouTube channel, which is the Destiny Nerds on YouTube. We have a lot of listeners, so if you're listening to this, thank you so much for listening to this podcast every week. It means a lot to us. Keep listening. It's going to keep getting better and better, and we're going to keep trying our best to make it good. So thank you again, Sarah, for joining us. Thanks, Havoc and Maddox, for being here. It's great to see everybody. I'm pumped for next week, episode 23. We're making our way to episode 50, slowly but surely. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for listening. We will see you all on the flippity flip. Adios.